Hello everyone, my name is Felipe and as you can see, new video and yeah, this is the third part of how to make a perfect teamwork. And yeah, as you know, it's BRL. As usual, I'm with my teammate Davi here, and he usually is very fast at some tracks, and I am a little bit faster than him at some tracks. And this one was Japan, and yeah, he was really fast, and he was using low down first, so he could save more ERS in the race and then have a better setup for the race. But still, let's go. I'll show you my first lap. You can see I just wanna set a good banker lap so I can improve later. And if you see this first sector, you're gonna notice that it's not gonna be that good. Turn 1 and 2 was okay. Turn 3 I lost the rear, so I'm gonna lose time through every corner since then. Like this one, I went a little bit deep, so I can't go flat out at this one. And yeah, this is the first sector. Now starting the second sector, I went a little bit too fast, and yeah, didn't clip any apex there, so it's not been a good lap, good first lap. I was expecting a 0.3, but when I was practicing, I could only do a 0.2, like as a banker. So yeah, there's always the choke, and yeah, that's why I'm gonna take the slipstream from my teammate. Just a little bit. Actually, he was a little bit too slow to give me slipstream. And yeah, finishing the lap. This is actually a good example of how to set up your car, because I was using 3.8 wings and my teammate was using 2.7. And in Japan there are many ways to use setups. And yeah, this is the second lap. I improved by 1,000, so that was awful. And yeah, the setups, you can go 2.8, 3.8 wings, 2.7, 3.7. It really depends, like 4.7 also. But yeah, I was trying to make a really good car for the qualifying, and then I could get as much high as I can, because I didn't practice that much. So yeah, let's see what we've got here. And this is my last lap. You can see the first sector is not bad. I missed that apex, which compromises a bit this apex now. You can see almost flat out, and yeah, it's been not bad. It's not bad, but it is a low 0.8, and you really wanna do a 0.6 or at least a low 7. So there's a few little mistakes in there. And this hairpin, really good rotation, really good traction also. And now keeping on the right of the track until the spoon corner. And you see here, good turn in. And yeah, I turned in a little bit too early for the second part of spoon, but it's still fine. And I was actually surprised when I saw that 2 purple sectors. And then yeah, the second sector was purple, I can confirm, but the first sector wasn't purple, because my teammate's gonna improve later in the session. He's already P1 with a 0.1, and I'm gonna set a 0.1 now. Yeah, 0.1.
Nice.
Yeah, really close to him, 200s of him. And yeah, we are really close at this championship, but you know what matters is your last position and not your qualifying time. And I am P2 with that lap, and he's P1, so we've started really well this race, because we can work together and yeah, break away from the guys behind, even though it's really hard in Japan. But let's see what happens in the race. And now is when the interesting part starts. 5 lights, and away we go. You can see I get a okay start comparing to the guys behind, but my teammate get a superstar. Yeah, he was so fast out of the line, and you can see Syra already ahead of Bruno, who is fighting for the championship with Davi, my teammate. So it's important that we have as many cars as possible between my teammate and Bruno de Renault. And yeah, now it's just about keeping with him, making sure he doesn't break my DRS gap, and then if I can keep with him, I can easily save DRS, because in this track I was faster in the first sector because I was using more rings. And you can see fastest lap, and now Syra gets the fastest lap. But in his slipstream I could keep the gap exactly the same, but in the first sector I was faster and I could keep really close to him. So on the softs I think it's a good deal to go higher wings, but because you have a lot more tire, yeah, our pace is not bad. Lap 5 29.8, and lap 6 now is 29.9, just about. And yeah, this is the lap where Syra gets a little bit closer to me, so I was a little bit worried about him trying to overtake me, but it's still fine. I didn't get that apex well, so I need to use a little bit of VRS now, but I still have 65, so it's completely fine, as in the pits you can save like 30 or 35%. So I will come back off the pits at 100, so full battery on the out lap is crucial. And you can see here now, as I'm using higher rings than my teammate, I can keep really close to him, as Syra behind, he was using the same wings as me, 3.8, and yeah, keeping 4 times, 3 times in the first sector is a really good thing, because he was a lot faster than me in the last sector. So you can see he's gonna extend the gap. It's 6 times now, but I'm using a lot of battery because Syra's coming to overtake me, and my teammate's using just a little bit. But actually now I talked to him and he agreed that I should overtake him now, because I will pit lap 9 and then I would gain a little bit of advantage on the cars behind. My teammate would like to pit lap 10 to have freshers, mediums in the end. And yeah, it makes quite a big difference in the end, as the tire wear is really high in this track. Actually, you can do soft mediums without worrying that much, but the tire temps and stuff is really hard to control. And you can see going for the move, and already in this first sector he's not used to dirty air because he was leading the whole race, so I've extended the gap to 8 temps already, almost 8 temps. Yeah, it's been really good for me. You can see after diagonals, I think, yeah, it's gonna go over 8 temps. So we have a really good pace for the first sector, but I'll show you later why I chose more rings, because in the end, when I have not fresher, but a lot more used tires, you can see 61% already, I can extend the gap. So as he's using low wings, he's almost 9 temps behind, and I am extending the gap because I have more tire wear. And I think this wasn't a good deal, to be honest, to pit earlier, because on the mediums it is easier to keep with the car ahead with low wings, because the tire wear is not high, so it doesn't make a big difference if you have 3.8 or 2.7 wings. And that's important because he can save more ERS, as it's really hard to save in this track. You really need to like brake a lot more to save, or reduce your brake pressure from 100 to 86 or something, 85, as I was using 90 at this race and I couldn't save that much ERS. I could only save if I was behind someone. And now going out of the pits, it's really important this lap. I skipped through it, but you can see my ERS is 35, and I've extended the gap to 1.6. to Sarah behind. And my teammate now pitted, and he's 1.6 behind, as the undercut's really powerful at this track. Yeah, you come out of the pits 1 or 1.5 seconds faster than the softs, the used softs. So now in the end of lap 11, I did the fastest lap, but Sarah did a really fastest lap also, and he is in my DRS already, and I don't have ERS, so that's important for the rest of the race. I need to save ERS, but I don't have anyone ahead of me. And yeah, if I don't have anyone ahead of me, how can I save it? So I have 0% now. I'm just trying to keep him out of my DRS, but I couldn't. And at this lap, I think my teammate's gonna go for the move, as he didn't want to really risk it until the final laps. He has low wings, so he just goes for it. Syra didn't defend it at all, I think. So yeah, we are now P1 and P2, so that's really good for us. And I was planning to let him go because he has ERS. He was behind, saving, and I was ahead for like 5 laps now. And you can see the house there crashed, and there is gonna be a safety car, I can confirm, because yeah, it's a dangerous place to crash. And yeah, the guys on the mediums, who started on the mediums, are not really that far from us. And yeah, there's a Red Bull who already pitted, and we were worried about him because he's really fast, but still, the soft doesn't make a big difference on this track. It's like half a time faster, no, half a second faster on the first 3 or 4 laps. So it's completely fine to not pit, as we did there. So I am now P1 with 100% battery, and you can see, I will show you why I kinda let my teammate go, but I didn't let him go now. I should have let him go earlier, because then I could save more ERS. And you can see the gap now for him, it's 6 temps. And yeah, the mediums make a big difference if you are using higher rings, but it really depends. The gap was 6 temps, now it's 8 temps, almost 9 in the first sector, because I'm using higher rings, but he's not using ERS at all, and I have 60% now, and he has 100, so he can really use it. And now in the second sector, you have a big straight here out of the hairpin, and you have the straight on the last sector also for 130R. And yeah, that's crucial, because if he gets closer to me without even using the DRS, that means I don't have the pace to win this race, and that's exactly what happens. I will go through some laps later and show you the gap coming down, and then he getting closer to me. So it's important. It's not even a teamwork here, because I am P1 and he's P2, but he's not letting the Haas behind pass him. So it is a teamwork, but it's not that much as the last races. As I've shown you in Belgium, I had to overtake 2 cars and then get his DRS to help me. And in Italy, I had to overtake a lot of cars, so, and to help my teammate. So it's been good for him, because he's behind me and saving, and I need to use ERS. But at some points I didn't even need to use ERS, as you can see here. I used 1% now, or 2%, and I didn't even need to use that. You can see that he's really close to me, but in the last sector, in the last chicane, I could really extend the gap, and I used a little bit of ERS there just to keep safe from behind, but I didn't need to, because if he wants to overtake me, you can see I'm gonna use 2 or 3% now, but there's no need. And I just realized that on the last lap, when I was out of ERS, you can already see lap 25, he's so close to me, and he has lower rings. So even though I have a really good chicane and use all my ERS now, he still have 100%, and he's faster in a straight line. You can see here, I'm defending the inside, but still, he goes around the outside, and I couldn't really do a lot here. I just decided to let him go. Maybe I can have a chance on the last lap, as I am really close to him in this first sector. I have higher rings, as I said, and yeah, at this point I knew I could still try something, but he had 1 lap fresher tires, which is around 4% younger tires. And yeah, last lap now, last straight of the track. I have 1% battery, and he still is not even flashing. And yeah, he's extending the gap to 1.1 seconds, and he's gonna set the fastest lap and win the race, as the car behind are really fighting for it. But you can see we finished P1 and P2, and he set the fastest lap. So it's been perfect for him. He's fighting for the championship. I'm not really fighting, I'm just there to help him to win the championship, as I am really far down. I've had a lot of internet problems which didn't help me at all, but still, as I am not fighting anymore, I will try to do something which is helping my teammate, you know. We've done a really good teamwork this season. You can see here in the channel, this is part 3, and yeah, actually there is another good example, which is the France GP in BRL, when he actually won the race because I disconnected. We could fight each other in that race, but I disconnected. But yeah, I hope everyone understood what I want to say to you on this video. You don't need to use ERS when you are leading. If the car behind overtakes you, it's completely fine. As soon as you are P2 and not P3, it's 100% fine, because you can still overtake the car ahead. But yeah, the final results, my teammate wins the race, and I finished P2 with Cyber P3. So yeah, I think that's it. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, share it. It's helped me a lot. We've grown a lot in the last few months. And yeah, thank you all. Make sure to like the video if you enjoyed it, and yeah, see you next time. Bye bye.